What life is what you say it is what you think it is what you perceive it to be. There are moments that I feel I have everything, or you feel have everything and yet feel miserable and think how difficult or strange or uncomfortable life is. And there may be moments that you may have nothing, or being in a less privileged place in your life in comparison to others or previous situations, and yet feel in bliss and feel wonderful and feel grateful for whatever you have in that moment. So in every moment, our experience is a reflect mirror of our perception. Life is, end of the story. I am, end of the story. The rest, the labels, the boxes, the identity, the personality, the experience, it's all interpretations. It's all perception. Life is fill in the blank. I am fill in the blank. My version of myself and my interpretation about myself is not necessarily the same with your perception of me. You see a version of me based on your perception. I see perhaps another version of me based on my perception. The same is with everything. And it's important that we realize that, because we tend to take our lives and our interpretations of life, our interpretations and meanings that we give to life or to whatever it is that we're experiencing, we give it so much depth and meaning and sometimes heaviness. And we fixate on things. And we take our lives and situations so seriously that we restrict whatever this life is, and we don't let it flow freely, naturally, because we're so stuck and so concentrated in focused on our perception of every moment, of everything. As soon as I give something a label, as soon as I name something, as soon as I give it a meaning and an interpretation, this is my experience. In a previous video of mine, I've said perhaps there is not one single truth, but perhaps this is one truth. And it's not something new. It's not something I just came up with. It's not something you haven't heard before probably. But if you really sit with it and analyze it and experience it for yourself, the more aware you become of all these interpretations and the labels and your life experience in the moment and your emotions and your turmoils and everything that happens. If you simply observe yourself, your own experience, your own behaviors, if you just simply observe for good enough time, differs for everyone, then you will realize this paranoia in the sense that the mind tries to interpret and give meaning to everything and fixate on that meaning and create labels and put people into boxes and this life experience into boxes and whatever that is. We tend to completely lose the actual meaning of this experience. That you have control over it in the sense that you have no control over it. That does make a lot of sense actually for the mind. I'm aware of that. Okay. What I'm trying to say here is that you get to decide. That's your control, right? That's the part of your control. You get to decide how seriously you will take this life, how much you'll be fixated on certain identities. Both for yourself and for other people. Because everything, our relationships, our flexibility, our adaptation, our overall experience depends a lot of how much fixated we are within our own minds and within our own interpretation, and how much room we allow for things to change internally, so that we can see them change externally as well. Or at least we will experience them differently. Many times I tend also to take life so seriously. I tend to take myself a lot seriously. And the moments I realize I'm doing that, I cannot help it but just laugh and realize how silly that is. A good laugh always solves a lot of problems. A lot of fixations. Allows a bit more free expression, less attachment. Let's just be open to explore and redefine and re-examine the meanings we give to everything we experience, to everyone we experience. You may have already an opinion about me, for example. Whether that's true or not doesn't really matter. It's your opinion, it's your interpretation of me. So at some level it's true, at least for you. I'm just another mirror of part of you. Life can be hard if you wish it to be hard, or if you think it to be hard. It can also be joyful and magical if you wish that too. So, let's choose. That's your control, choice, and playfulness. Just remember your child self, your curious, self. The self that likes to pretend that it's everything and nothing. The self that liked to pretend and imagine that their hand was just a wave or a butterfly or a heart. Just create a bit of magic in your life and see how things can shift around you and within you. And observe for yourself that whatever you decide, whatever you choose, however you choose to see the world, that's the world you see. Have a great day.